And this time, we are back stronger, bolder, and fierce. And we're ready to really take on the stage to showcase women who are actually doing great and phenomenal things out there in the world. And remember, when I created the Women's Wednesday to be shared every Wednesday to showcase women and their wins, I have always said I'm here to give women their flowers. And so if you're a woman and you're watching tonight, I want you to grab your cup of coffee, grab your glass of wine, your bottle of water, or even your dinner and join us in the conversation because today I have a very, very special guest who is near and dear to my heart, a lady that I've come to have great regards and high respect for in the industry that we both are in. And I've watched this lady skyrocketed in a space of 1 2 years, 1 to 2 years, and she is. In fact, today's episode, the welcome back episode, there's no other person best to be showcased other than my guest. I know you are itching. If you're watching this or you're watching the replay, I know you are itching at this point to say, "Oh my God, who is this lady that she's talking about like this? I want to meet her. I want to see who she is." Well, wait no longer because right now I am about to introduce you the queen. Her name is Billie Welchman. Voila!
Hello. How is everybody tonight? Thank you, Bridget. So appreciate the introductions, and it's so good to be on here and so good to see you and be a part of this journey and the relaunch of your women. I always get it tongue tied. The Women's Wednesday.
I know, right? It's a mouthful, but yes. Do you want to take a minute to repost this to your own LinkedIn page so that other your folks on LinkedIn can see? So all you need to do is to go to my LinkedIn page, ensure that your cell phone is muted, or you put the sound on silent, and then you repost to your platform. So
God,
let's give her a minute. Why the queen? Remember, she's queen. She's royalty. So we can wait. We wait on the queen.
there we go. I think I've got it. Just reposted it so everybody's out there and can see us.
Great. And so, Miss Billy, before we really deep dive, because I know that you have a lot of goodies for us today, but before we deep dive into all of that and all of what makes you gorgeous and what makes you phenomenal, I would like to, ask who is Billy? Tell us a little bit about who Billy is, what makes you tick, and why you a special guest being featured on our comeback series of the Women's Wednesday. I'm gonna mute and let Billy do the talking.
So it's a great question. Who am I? So I am someone who wears a lot of crowns. So I am a spouse, a military spouse. I am a mother to two amazing boys and a daughter-in-law, and also most recently, our youngest is now joined the military. So I'm also a military mom. So I'm getting a whole other side of this piece of it. I'm a grandmother to three amazing, beautiful babies, and I'm so many other things. I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own company called Core Solutions Group. We've been in business for since December of 21. It's crazy. Feels like, and sometimes a lot longer than that. Other times, it's like a blink of an eye. And so I'm also, a friend, a sister, a um, colleague, and a survivor. So it's a little bit about me and, why we're here. And I want to be able to help other women be able to become themselves.
Thank you so much, Billy. I know that you wear so many crowns. And you've already just said it just now that you are an entrepreneur, you're a mom, a grandma. In fact, I don't call her grandma. I call her glamour because that's exactly who she is. Can't you see how glamorous she looks on screen? You can imagine what she looks like when you see her in person. So I do know that, and I really want to talk a little bit about your business. I know that you are the CEO as well of Core
Mhm.
Solutions, and tell us a little bit about Core Solutions. What do you do at Core Solutions as the CEO?
Okay. So, my company is we're business optimizers. So we come in and help organizations streamline, automate, and manage their data, their information, their programs, projects, and we leverage our team's experience with technology to help support our clients. We started again, like I said, in 2021, and just over these last 2 years, really, it's really taken off for us. I mean, we've got some amazing clients. We're doing some amazing things for a lot of not only corporations, but also government agencies as well, and hoping to help make a difference and uh, help everybody else out. So we are also made up of primarily military spouses and veterans as well.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that, thanks for sharing that, by the way,
Mhm.
and, thank you for holding forth while your husband, was fighting for the country. So thank you. Thank you so
Mhm.
much for that. Because whether we believe it or not, I always say that women of that military spouses, whether it's a man or a woman, you know, you go through a lot. I just cannot imagine what it is like, you know, just watching and waiting by the door to see if your
Mhm.
spouse is going to walk through that door or not. So to me, that's the biggest sacrifice that any spouse can ever give to the partner. So thank you for that. And so I know that recently, like not so recently, somebody had a beautiful crown at an event, and I'm really itching to talk about that crown because it's not every day that we see queens step out, in their elegance and royalty, and in all their luxuriousness, So, so tell us a little bit about, that event that saw you being crowned.
Yes. Well, I'll bring out the crown to go with it.
Go ahead and flaunt it. You got it.
So I did attend this amazing retreat that Bridget put on called Girl Fix Your Crown Retreat. And it is life changing. It was very humbling and honored that I was also selected to be the queen as well. And just the whole experience, it's one of those things you have to be in the room because it's so hard to explain the different aspects of it. I mean, um, there's so much that happens and so many things that you are actually feel during all this and the experience and how you transition because you can see it happen as you can see the transition just over that short weekend, not only in myself but also in the others with the other ladies as well.
Oh my goodness, she just touched on something that is very raw and very vulnerable. She says that you could see the transformation while you are in the room. You can actually feel it. Isn't that great? Ah, that's to me that's phenomenal. And I know that there's a question that's been like eh, etching in my spirit, in my soul, and I've been meaning to ask you. Did you at any point in time when you were, at the retreat or even before you attended the retreat, did you at any point, knew you were going to be the crown queen?
No, I didn't. It was a shock. It was very unexpected, but no, I had no idea that some of um, other ladies, I was like, no, it's definitely, she's got this. So it was, yeah, very shocking. It was not what I expected.
Hmm. Okay. And so at the moment that you know, whatever Bridget does or whatever Bridget did and her team, and boom, and they pull out the right coupon or ticket from the bag, and this they call out your name, Billie Welchman is the crown queen for 2024. What at that point, walk us through. How did you feel? What emotions came over you at that point?
I think I had every emotion run right through me during that time.
I can
I
remember.
experienced every single one of them, and it probably come across too.
I could remember.
Yeah, because no, there was shock, and there, yeah, happiness, joy, and then there was a little bit of fear too, of and doubt. There was a little bit of doubt. I was like, how can you pick me? I don't understand that. um, and but no, I think I felt every emotion within a matter of minutes, and then it humbled, very humbled, and very honored.
Yeah. Whew, thank you for that because I could you just took me right back, to that
Mhm.
moment when I announced that, our crown queen for 2024 is Billie Welchman, and this girl, she she turned red, and
Yes,
then,
yes, I did.
and then the next thing were the tears that came in, and then she
Mhm.
was actually trembling. And because she was actually, I think if I can remember, you had gone out to have a telephone call with your son and your grandbaby daughter, I think so. And
Yes.
then you were very, very much unaware of what was going on in the room. And then you walk into the room, everyone had their glasses ready,
Mhm.
and then they gave you yours. And then I announced that. And I remember the ladies were cheering you on, and I said, comment, 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 but you didn't have words.
Nope.
I wish that I'm going to find a video so that I can actually showcase that moment so that our viewers can actually see and actually see the moment where you were big crowned queen. Because here is the thing, Billy, why that part, I'm getting emotional myself. That part, crowning the queen, came in, and this is the point where I'm going to mimic you and put on my crown.
Nice.
So why is the crowning? Because people think when I say Great Official Crown and I say that we have the crowning ceremony, they think it's a beauty pageant. You know how the world celebrates, women. They think they're beautiful through their sexy bodies and their brains and their intellects. What we crown at the Girl Fix Your Crown retreat are the scars.
Mhm.
So for if you're a corporate woman that is watching us, or you're a woman who has been through a lot in your life, we want to hear your story. So we create a safe, non-judgmental space for you to share your story with the ladies, because we know that there are some women who are still very hesitant and they're not there yet with sharing their stories out there in the world. And so we created this intimate space where they can share their story. And the woman who shares the most impactful story gets entered into a draw, and one lady comes out wearing the crown. This doesn't mean that every other woman is not a queen, because if you are in my space, you know that I regard every woman in my space as queen, because that's what I believe, that is the true essence, the core of every woman, and it should be highlighted. And it is time for us to start showcasing the qualities, the innate qualities of the women that are in our lives. And
Mhm.
that's what the crowning ceremony is. And that's why Billy Watchman was able to walk away from the retreat with the crown. This is not a space for us to share the story where what story Billy actually shared that God had the crown. If you want to actually listen to Billy's stories, I will invite you, get in touch with Billie, follow her on her social media. She's very easy to find, and I'm going to give her the opportunity to tell you how you can connect with her. And most especially, come to the retreat because Billie will be at the retreat again come January 2026, and you get first-hand opportunity to listen to her story. And you actually will believe and actually feel in the moment and agree with me that she is rightly the crowned queen for 2024. And so, Billie, let's come back to today, this moment, this very presence. What does wearing this crown mean to you?
There's a couple different things. It really means that I have come a long way in my journey, and I have earned this in more ways than one. And it is mine. It is my life and my experience. And even with the experience that I had, well, experiences, there was multiple, it has helped create and develop the person I am today and be able to wear this crown. And, well, and I've always wore a crown, but I've never embraced it because all of us wear a crown. We're all queens. We all just need to learn how to embrace it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is phenomenal. All right. Billie, if there is a lady right now who's watching us and perhaps she's sitting on the fence and wondering, what are these ladies talking about? What is this girl fix your crown retreat? And how do I come in? What would you say to encourage that corporate woman watching or the woman who has been through a lot this year?
Mhm. So do something for yourself. As we say or said earlier, we wear so many hats as a woman. We have so many roles and responsibilities, but we always tend to put ourselves last. And it's now time to put yourself first and come to this retreat. It's life changing. I promise you that you will come away with your head held high and more confidence in yourself. And it's also can help as healing as well, healing through your journey. I know it has helped me heal from part of my healing journey that I've got. And so take that step, take that leap to prioritize yourself for this.
I like that word. Prioritize yourself.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Because, as women, we tend to be there for everybody else, do everything for everybody else, and we show up last for ourselves.
Mhm.
So now what we're saying is flip the table a little bit, just flip the switch and
Yep.
show up for yourself just this once. And what Billie is saying in essence is it will make you a bad person. It will make you selfish. It will make you that you're wicked or you're not kind when you show up for yourself for this one time. And if you are watching or listening to us, that is my heart cry to you too.
Mhm.
Listen to the voice within. That little voice right now that is telling you, perhaps this is something that I need to do or I should do for myself. I want you to listen to that voice. And one last question, Billie, I promise you before we wrap up is what actually made you to come to the retreat? What made you to come?
So, to be honest, I contemplated not attending because I had so many things that I was working on, trying to get my business going. Um, there was fear. I'm very much an introvert, and I was showing up to women that I don't really know, other than I think one or two you I knew, and I've met in person, and one other lady, but the rest of them I really didn't know. I didn't know who was coming and who was going to be there. And so, my anxiety kind of went up, and I had to convince myself, and my husband actually helped convince me. He's like, no, do this for you. And he's like, you need to go do something for you. And I had to give myself permission to. And it's like, no, it is time for me to do something for myself. And when I did this, normally it's like, I'll just go and, just to check it out. And this was the first time that I ever decided, I was like, no, I'm going all in. I'm going to see what this, do the full package, see what it's about. I am so glad I did.
And she showed up as VIP, y'all. She actually was she was in the venue with us the entire time.
Hmm.
She had, in fact, it turned out to be more fun than I had thought, because I thought I was having kind of anxieties over with the ladies actually like themselves, and what if one lady is just like off or something. But because I'm a woman of faith, I had already prayed down, and I'm still doing that right now. I pray down every single woman who is going to come into the retreat, because it's not just about the retreat; it's a sisterhood.
Yes.
I want to also to be able to hold every one of us accountable to our goals and what we say we are going to be doing in life, and to be able to be sure that we are watching out for one another.
Hmm.
And I wanted us to have women who agree, who are like-minded, who have a singular mind regarding the common goal and common purpose that we are creating in the Girl Fix Your Crown movement.
Hmm.
So, Billy, I just want to take the time to say thank you. Thank you so much for betting upon yourself and showing up at the 2024 retreat in Atlanta, Georgia. I had so much fun, so much laugh. And most especially, I enjoyed the pajamas night.
Yes. Yeah, same. We had so much fun that night, so many laughs.
And so, this is the point where if we can just have a free chat over the upcoming retreat, because you're part of the team now, team Go Fix Your Crown.
Mhm.
So that's one thing I gained. So I gained, beautiful ladies you are now helping out. So I don't have to do life and all of this alone. And so, Billy, I know that we all agreed that the 2026 retreat for January is going to happen in Seattle, Washington State.
Yes.
And tell me, are you excited that you're going to come to the Pacific Northwest? Oh,
Yes, I am because I've only actually stopped there on a flight. I've never actually left. Well, I can't take that back. I left the airport to go stay at a hotel to get back on a plane. So I'm excited to go and see where you're from and experience the Pacific Northwest. And
okay, and all her hospitality, and of course, have a good taste of our coffee.
yes.
Because hey, I always say that I live in a state that's kind of really diverse. We
Mhm.
are warm, we have most of everything that you're looking for. This is the home of Microsoft, the home of Amazon, the home of do I keep going? The home of coffee, Starbucks.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. It's all green, a lot of greens over here. And yes, I'm super excited that we get to host the 2026 retreat here in the Pacific Northwest. And
Mhm.
so, if you are watching us and you're seeing this either live or the replay, and you are based in Washington State, regardless of wherever you are in Washington State, I would strongly advise you to run and hop onto this retreat, because you do not want ladies from outside the state to come to your retreat, and you are not there to welcome them, because this is our event, your event as well as mine. So if
Mhm.
you are based in Pacific Northwest and you're in Washington, whether you're in Seattle, Bottle, Kirkland, Tacoma, Puyallup, wherever that you are, Federal Way, Kent, Auburn, I may not mention all of the cities, but wherever part of the city that you are in, I want you to come. This is our event, yours and mine. And what are you going to get? I'm just going to run through it real quick. What awaits you is the sisterhood. That's number one, because I always say the women said to me, Bridget, last year, Bridget, did you handpick all these ladies into the retreat? I did not. I did
Mm-mm.
not handpick anyone. I just opened it up. So I'm hoping, I'm praying, and I'm believing that it's the same thing we're going to have again come January 2026. Hey, what better time for you to come to a retreat than the beginning of the year? where
Yep.
the whole world are making New Year resolutions and all whatnot. You come to be in a space, a safe space where you actually vision for what you want. Billy, you already told you, you already know I don't create vision boards. I'm not a big believer of vision boards. Before you create the vision board, I always say there's something that you need to do before you have the vision board,
Mhm.
which is actually to create the vision of the life that you want. So when you have the vision, and then you can now go and create a vision board. But before that, at the retreat, we dream up the life that you want, a
Mhm.
life that you love. Is totally up to you how far you want to go. And but one thing that I know that we are going to help you out is the mastermind. You have your dream on one hand, and then before you leave, you get out of the space armed strategically with a roadmap on how to create that life that you have visioned, which is the mastermind. And I wouldn't want you to miss it for anything.
Mhm.
But because I can only help so much so people so that I don't get burnt out, the mastermind is only reserved for the platinum and the VIP ticket only. The general ticket holders, I'm not going to apologize, but if you really want to up your game, you heard Billy. Billy said she went all in to be at the experience. So if you want to have the full experience, I'll suggest coming at the VIP ticket because we only have one platinum ticket available.
Wow.
And so the pajamas party is happening, and it is happening big time this time around, and it's going to be phenomenal and amazing and bigger than ever. So show up and let's welcome you. So Queen Billy, you have any last words for the ladies, and where do they get their ticket?
So I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. I can't wait to see you and share this experience with you. And go jump on the website, the Girl Fix Your Crown website. Go to the retreat page and let me know you're making it. I'd love to hear from everybody that's attending and being able to share. And if you have questions, reach out. Happy to answer any of those. So are you.
Okay. And Billy, where can they find you? Like someone look at you and you, wow, you're a beautiful queen. They want to hear from you. They want to know what kind of story do I share when I come to the retreat? Where can they find you?
So I'm on Facebook. So you can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram.
Okay.
And it's you can just search up Billie Welchman, and you should be able to find me.
Okay, you heard her. Billie Welchman. That's very, very simple. And I'm
Mhm.
going to be sharing, when we're done, I'm going to be sharing all her handles and I'm going to be tagging her onto this video so that you can go back and research Queen Billie and also to secure your ticket. And for a limited time only, the early bird ticket, which gives you a 20% off across all ticket levels, it actually goes dark October 31st. So hurry now and secure your space and your spot so that we can get everything that you need for the retreat ready for you. All right? And so until it's been a very phenomenal day, I enjoyed my conversation with Queen Billy, and you can see she's gorgeous. If I'm going to take this crown
Yeah.
on my so if you would love to be showcased in the Women's Wednesday, reach out to me. I'm very, very sociable and I'm easy to find.
Mhm.
Just search Bridget O. Michaels or type Girl Fix Your Crown, which is GURL Fix Your Crown. I am one and only Bridget O. Michaels, the founder of Girl Fix Your Crown movement, and together let's build a movement that is taking over the world. Until I see you same time next week. Be well. And when you see Queen Billy anywhere on social space, please, please, please give us some love for me. All right? Queen Billy, thank you. It was so, so great, you know, having you today. And thank you. And please come back again.
Will do. Thank you again for the opportunity, Bridget. I greatly appreciate it. So, everyone has a great night.